Welcome to the Teaching the Skills That Matter in Adult Education video series. In this video, you'll receive a brief overview of integrated and contextualized instruction, one of the 3 approaches that work to teach the 9 central skills that matter. These skills are critical thinking, communication, processing and analyzing information, self-awareness, problem-solving, navigating systems, adaptability and willingness to learn, respecting differences and diversity, and interpersonal skills. You can read more about these skills in the Toolkit introduction pages. Featuring Stephanie Sommers and Patsy Egan. You'll find more information about integrated and contextualized instruction in the overview section of the toolkit.
In planning integrated and contextualized instruction, the focus is on using relevant content areas as the context for the instruction. A contextualized lesson builds content knowledge, while at the same time integrating instruction and practice with reading, writing, math, language acquisition, and soft skills. Research suggests that contextualizing curriculum and instruction helps academically underprepared adult learners learn faster. The content knowledge generally drives the lesson when we begin planning. It starts with the line of inquiry. What are we going to talk, read, and think about in this unit? It may be civic-minded, like preparing for local elections, or work-focused, like food safety guidelines, or maybe financial literacy-focused, like getting ready for tax season.
Let's take a look at how Stephanie Sommers uses this approach with students in her classroom. She's conducting a financial literacy lesson on household budget. You'll find this lesson in tab 3 of the toolkit. In the scenes that follow, you will see the 6 components of an integrated and contextualized lesson in action. Component 1. Content knowledge developed alongside basic skills.
Look, can you look here in line 160? And do you see a word that's in darker letters? Income. Yeah. Does anyone know what that word means? What income means?
Income for a year you work.
So your income is the amount of money that you earn from work. Yes? Okay. And so when we talk about a budget, what should be bigger? What should be bigger, our expenses or our income? Income. Okay. What happens if our income is less than our expenses? We can save. We can't save.
Component 2. Explicit skill integration.
Is it about a fixed expense?
Yeah.
All right.
Card services we don't really need.
Yeah.
That helps to spend less money.
Yeah, okay, yep. Actually, so I'm going to use what you said as an example, okay? Yeah. So she pays less rent. Yeah.
Integrated and contextualized units of instruction allow teachers to plan thoughtfully for multi-layered topics that prioritize content you need to teach with academic preparation and soft skills development. This approach is extremely useful in the complex world of adult education.
Component 3. Materials that reflect the context.
And we're going to look at a person, an example person named Martin. We're going to look at how Martin spends money every month, okay? There are 2 words on this paper that we haven't talked about yet, but they are related to what we have been talking about, okay? So on the paper, we see the words outflow, and we see the words inflow. So I'm going to ask you to guess. If you look here at all of these things that are under outflow, right? We've got rent, utilities, transportation, food. What do you think outflow means?
Component 4. Authentic tasks or activities.
Do I maybe have some expenses every month that are not bills? Car insurance. Okay, so some expenses might be things like my car being broken. Yep. box might be a way that we could save money. If we want to spend less money, so that maybe I don't go shopping this month, right?
If you need a new clothes, you can pay for offer or clearance.
Clearance there, yep, coupon, let's say coupons and sales.
In integrated and contextualized instruction, there doesn't have to be a project at the end or a problem that needs solving. And this approach is great if we need to work through key content because it can be more teacher-directed if needed.
Component 5. Evaluation of learning.
So what were some of the differences between case 1 and case 2? So remember, case 1 was about Martin, right? That's on the white paper. And case 2 was about Joe and Susie. That's on this sort of yellowish paper. So what were things that were different? What were things that are the same?
Component 6. Reflection.
The different, he pay rent and other pay mortgage.
Ooh, that's a great thing to notice. So one person's renting and one is making a mortgage.
In previous videos, we highlighted other approaches that work: project-based learning and problem-based learning. There are some clear similarities among the three approaches: project-based learning, problem-based learning, and integrated and contextualized instruction. They all offer opportunities for student-to-student interaction and relationship building among learners. This is important for soft skills such as communication and interpersonal skills, but it is also critical for language development and for making students think visibly, something that's helpful for both learners and teachers. High interaction also mirrors the context we're preparing our students for. Working effectively together in teams is how workplaces operate, how issues in the community are addressed, how college classrooms are often conducted, and also how good decisions get made. By using these approaches and giving our students time and practice interacting with a shared purpose, like a project, we're further preparing them for their goals. Integrated and contextualized instruction can be used with any of the 5 content areas: financial literacy, health literacy, digital literacy, workplace preparation skills, and civics education. Use this approach to organize instruction focused on the content, the academic work, and the central skills in ways that are meaningful and manageable.
Thank you for watching. To learn more about other effective instructional approaches or how to teach the skills that matter across critical content area, please be sure to download the TSTM Toolkit and watch the remainder of the TSTM Adult Education video series.